Hey guys, welcome to the video, and here today I'm going to show you very easily how to downgrade your PS3 that is on custom firmware. Now this is for PS3s that have full custom firmware installed. This is not for Han or Hen or Ham or Zen, whatever it's being called this week. It's strictly only for CFW PS3s. So right now, which I'm going to show you in a bit, I'm on 484 rebug. I'm going to downgrade to 482 rebug. And at the end of the video, I'm going to show you another method. Actually, I'm just going to walk you through it, but it's very easy on how to do this as well. But by far, this is hands down the absolute easiest. Now, there's a couple of things that you should know before we get started. All right, guys, so first things first, make sure you've disabled any spoofers you have going on, like send enabler, anything like that. So those should be turned off. I also highly recommend that you are in KEX. In order to do this, do not be in DEX. If, for example, you have rebug DEX, you can easily convert it back to KEX. I have a video where I show you how to go from KEX to DEX and then back to KEX again. So I'll put a link in the description to that video, and then you could just watch it from the point where I show you how to convert from DEX to KEX. Even if you downloaded a pure DEX custom firmware from Rebug's site, those DEX firmwares, they're just like already pre-converted DREX firmwares. So you can take those and you can convert them back to KEX very easily. It takes a matter of seconds. This also works regardless of what custom firmware you're on, whether it's Habib, whether it's Ferrix or anything else. As long as it's, I believe, above 4.21, then you'll be fine. And if you are going to stick with using Rebug, if you're going to downgrade to a Rebug custom firmware, make sure you have the right toolbox that goes with that custom firmware when you install it. I'll show you what I mean here in a little bit. And there's two methods here. The one we're going to use is the one with the Rebug toolbox, which can be used with any custom firmware. However, if for some reason you have some issues or you don't, you feel kind of iffy about using the Rebug toolbox method on like Ferrix custom firmware, then at the end of the video, I will walk you through how to use Habib's method, which is like a downgrading package. It's super easy, and I'll just walk you through it. I won't do it, but it's ultra easy. I'll walk you through it, and you can use that method instead if you don't want to use this method. So yeah, we should be ready to go with all that. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so let's go ahead and let's go into our Rebug toolbox. Okay, now that we're here, we are just going to go over to toggle QA flag and make sure that that is enabled. If you are in DEX and this says disabled, convert to KEX, and then once you're fully back in KEX, then go ahead and click enabled. Now, Junie, the author of Rebug, has told me that you shouldn't switch this to enabled if you are in DEX mode. It should have been done when you're in KEX. So if it says disabled in DEX, go back to KEX and then click enabled. Now let's go here to information. So you can see I'm on 484 and I am on KEX. And let's go ahead and hit quit. And by the way, you can do this, you can use the Rebug toolbox and you can use that function with other firmwares. You do not have to be in Rebug to use this QA toggle. So you can use this Rebug toolbox even if you're on Ferrix or Habib or something else. All right, let's go ahead and hit quit. All right, now that we're back, all you have to do is grab your firmware that's lower. In this case, I'm going to be using Rebug 482. I'm going to go to system update. It doesn't matter which USB port it's in, left, right, up, down, it doesn't matter. Put it in any one you want. And then you can see here, I have 482.2 Rebug, and I'm going to go ahead and begin the installation. So when you're doing this, notice that you don't get like, the screen you normally get that it's telling you you're about to install this. Do you want it to shut off once it's done? Yes or no? And then you just click start. And yeah, it bypasses all of that and it goes straight into this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to fast forward through all this stuff. All right, guys, so as you may have seen, the only thing that really happens is that some of your icons are gone, and then everything, concerning the aesthetics goes back to stock, like your waves, your backgrounds, or whatever. I think the theme still stays there. We'll see in a minute. But this doesn't affect your games. It doesn't affect your game saves. It does not affect your trophies or anything like that. So let's go here and let's see if my theme is still the same. Oh, well, my theme is still there. So the only thing that changed really is just the waves and stuff. Also, if you added like the CFW tools column here, that will of course go away and go back to stock. So the next thing we're going to do is, since I'm in Rebug right now, I'm going to go ahead and use the appropriate toolbox. This one that I have installed is 020302, which is not the one that's for 484, not for 482. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this one. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and install, I'm going to install the correct one. And the one for 482 is this one here, 020216. All right. And now when we go into, oh, it's installed down here. Now when we go into our toolbox here, you can see that, let's go into the information. I am on 482 now. I also would recommend that you install it again, because some of the information from your previous firmware that you have installed on your system kind of remains there. So I usually do 2 installs. So I would recommend, like in this case, in a little bit, I would just install 482 all over again before I start messing with my icons and stuff. You can see my background here went back to stock, or at least my stock green one. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's all you have to do. So let's go ahead and let me quit and let me show you the Habib method, or at least walk you through it real quick. All right, guys, so the Habib method is equally as easy, maybe even easier. I'm going to put a link in the description that will take you to the PS3 brewology page, right where Habib's QA toggle is. You'll see the download link there. You can't miss it. It's a package file. You should already know how to install those here on your CFW PS3. When you install it, you will see the PS Lite icon and it'll say toggle QA flag next to it. All the guidelines that applied for the Rebug toolbox method apply here, meaning make sure that your spoofers are turned off, that you're in KEX mode, all that good stuff. So once you've taken care of all that, all you need to do is come here, press the X button, the screen will go blank for a few seconds. You'll then be back at your XMB, and when you are, you can go ahead and install whatever custom lower custom firmware you want, as long as it's 4.21 or higher, and that's pretty much it. And again, of course, it should be KEX. Now, once you've installed KEX, that lower firmware, then of course you could switch over to DEX if it's like Rebug or whatever. And that's pretty much it. Super easy, guys. Anyway, thanks for watching. You know I appreciate you guys always tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already, and be on the lookout for some more videos I'm going to have coming out really soon. Again, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. We will see you on the next one.